Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's happening? New viewers, at ease, returning viewers. This is that man, short and bald dude here. And before I commence with the presentation, I'd just like to give a shout out to r/short guys subreddit. Um, the members have been showing me a lot of love and continuous support, and I feel like that's really needed amongst other short men, sub 5'7" men, because I feel like there's a lot of divide and separation. There's not a lot of camaraderie going on. You know what I mean? Like people, other short men, they'll throw you under the bus for for any type of female companionship. And I'm not saying this applies to every short man, but there's a good amount that it does apply to. So I feel like people are against this, and I'm not trying to be on some always me shit, but that's just the reality. You know what I mean? Like there's a good portion of the population that's against us, outside of women, women of course, we know that, but even other men, taller men, average height men, you guys know that. So I just want to thank you guys, for the love. We need more of that amongst other short men, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna get back with the main topic of this. So I'm gonna be real, man. I just want to vent. I initially started this channel to vent my frustrations and my shortcomings. And as you can see, I got a little pimple healing. I've been putting pimple patches on it and whatnot. But anyway, initially I started this YouTube channel to vent and just get my frustrations out, because keeping all that shit in, you know it just isn't healthy, right? So this was initially my diary, in a sense, right? So this is basically what this video is, man. I don't have the best handwriting, so I'm putting it in video format. Hope you guys don't mind. um I always seen my life as a joke. Once I seen all the peer reviewed studies detailing the harsh reality of being a short man and all the setbacks, and then I compared it to my own personal life, my own anecdotal experience. It's like, wow, man, what a joke this life is. So I was adopted, right? I was adopted into a family that was mostly taller than I was. My sister is 5'11". Yeah, 5'11". Can you believe that? Older sister is 5'11". She's about in her 40s, like maybe late 40s. And she had two sons, the oldest being 6'2", and the youngest being like 5'7.5", 5'8". So you could round about average height. Average height is 5'9", so you could say like 5'8" is average. So when I came of age, these were the people that I would vent to. My frustrations, being a short man. I felt like I was done wrong. I couldn't experience life in totality like the rest of the people could, average men. I felt like I'm missing a part of me, you know? I'm gonna be real. I feel like if I were at least average height, I'd be chilling, bro. I'd be chilling. If I were at least 5'9", I know I'm gonna get some pushback in the comments. Oh, height inflation. Oh, you got to be a minimum 6 foot. No, I'm gonna disagree. If I was just a minimum like 5'8", 5'9", I think I'd be chilling, to be real. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But anyway, I would vent my frustration to my taller peers, my taller family members, and of course, I'd get met with the typical gaslighting. How does everybody know someone who's extremely short but evidently a Casanova and women flock to him, right? Like that's what my older sister would say. It's not your height. people can sense you have low self-esteem. Yeah, that's you're projecting your bad vibes. Yeah, she literally said bad vibes. Like, girl, you are 40 years old. What are we talking about bad vibes here? You know what I mean? Like, so I would ask you, okay, bad vibes. Would you date a man my height, sister? You know what she said. She said, fuck no. She didn't say fuck no. She would say no. But then she was like, "Oh, it's only because I'm very tall." She, she thinks she's unique. She thinks this is a unique opinion. Um, as if most women don't share the same exact sentiment as her. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, but yeah, I just want someone taller than me. Typical woman, you know. I tell my my 6'2" nephew, and he was actually a jock on the football team, and evidently he knew some short Castanoves. Oh, I know a 5'6" man who got all the hoes. All right, and then it's me. I go outside. I'm outside every fucking day. I go outside every day, and I do not see any man under 5'7" with woman. So it's like, okay. And I'm not trying to discredit. I'm not saying there's no men who are short, who can't, who are, you know, getting huzz. That's what the younger generation says, right? I'm not saying they're not. There's not, but few and far between. Why haven't I met a single said short man who's really just shoveling through these bitches? Who has a plethora, who has his pick of the litter, so to speak. I haven't met a single short man in my life. I haven't met this mythical said short man who's getting. Anyway, I just found that weird. I actually, I remember. I remember one day it was last Christmas dinner. The whole family came over. You know, couples. I'm surrounded by couples. Of course, you know I ain't have nobody. You know, I'm typically single around the holidays and whatnot. You know, that's not no surprise here. You know what I'm saying? But I remember had the whole family at the dinner table, and I just let a black pill go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was a little bitter. I felt a little bitter. Like, damn, all y'all have relationships. I don't have nobody. All right, so I don't give a fuck. I'm letting the black pill go. I said, yo, the bitter truth is if the man wasn't taller than the woman, y'all wouldn't be in a relationship. I said that out loud. Every couple heard. Straight silence, an awkward silence. Nobody rebutted, right? It's just fucking brutal, man. It's just brutal because people know the reality, but they just want a virtue signal. You know, they just want to appear so righteous and shit instead of keeping it a being, you know. I just found that comically brutal, man. I don't want to make this too long, y'all, you know. You know, life isn't fair, but you know, we got to make the most of what we have. So, like I said, this is just a video diary. I hope y'all are having a good day. It's a good day though. You know, I had a very tiring day at work. I'm gonna do some more overtime, and you know, still gonna get to this money. Um, but yeah, y'all, I'm gonna end it here, man. Um, Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And remember to check that notification bell. Check that notification bell to never miss a future upload from your favorite content creator, Short and Bald Dude. And yeah, y'all. I'll get back at you guys on the next upload. Deuces.